First team, we're going to go with the New Jersey Devils. Gee, you have anybody in the closet for us? Hiding out or what? Okay, maybe not.
Oh, the master of the sandbaggers.
That's not G. Holy shit.
The man behind the magic.
Pasha, what's up, buddy? Let's kind of run over some numbers here. Last season, of course, 52, 22, and 8, 112 points. Second in the Metro, third out of 32 teams. They lost in the second round of Carolina, 4-1, 9-1 to win the Cup this year. They made some big moves here. Tyler Toffoli, they brought in Colin Miller, Eric Colgren, Thomas Noshik, Cal Foote. They did lose Sharon Govich, Damon Severson, Ryan Graves. That's some huge D. Miles Wood, Jesper Boquist, Thomas Tatar, Jonathan Bernier. They got a little bit of cap space yet, but Pasha, they made some huge strides last year. Jack Hughes, obviously in that superstar realm. What do you got for us this year, buddy?
What are you growing in there, by the way? It looks like RA's basement.
I got the jungle vibes going in my apartment. But before we get into the Devils talk, I just have to throw my hat in the ring on the little debate you guys just had. I'm on business side. I would not trade Rasmus Dahlin for Zegras and Drysdale.
So I'm almost all ready to like say that I was so stupid.
Oh, you're flip-flopping already? Shocker.
No, I'm not. I'm not flip-flopping already. I want to see Drysdale, but it sounds like everyone thinks Drysdale's like not good. So I didn't really know that. So
no, not at all. I don't think that's the speculation. I think he's going to be a really good top 2 D-man. But I think Dahlin's your number 1 pillar guy. He's going to be a top 5, 6 D-man elite. Big body, 6'3". Like you don't replace that. They don't come by every day. And that's no knock on Zegras and Drysdale, who I think are unbelievable players. But I'm with Biz on this one.
Smartest thing you've ever said.
Oh, you're with Biz. I can't believe it, dude. Carry fucking Biz's water all over this continent. You're with Biz. Let me show you my surprise face.
Now, Posh, what do we need to know about this Devils team? Are they going to take another step?
Well, yeah, I think you just said it already. I mean, the Devils team kind of, surprised the hockey world, everybody except for me last year. That unbelievable season. I am looking for them to take another step this year. I put together a list of 5 predictions, I think, for this coming year for them. I'll start off with the first one. I think the Devils lead the league in goals scored this year. And I think they do it off the back of 5 different 30-goal scorers. I think Hughes, Bratt, Keisher, Meyer, and then one of either Toffoli or Mercer get 30 goals. I think it's going to be a high-flying offensive team. Last year, Buffalo led the league with 4 separate 30-goal scorers. I'm thinking Jersey breaks that this year. And yeah, that's my first prediction. I think it's going to be a high-flying offense. Luke Hughes is going to be dynamic, spark some life in that second unit power play. I think they're going to be scoring a lot of goals.
Pasha, are you at all worried, and be honest, are you worried about the goaltending? And granted, I had no idea about Schmid, and then the guy was in the USHL 2 years ago. He looked great in the playoffs, but there has to be some part of you deep down that knows that Vanacek and Schmid could not be the answer as the season goes on, at least to try to win a Stanley Cup.
You think Asia Kira Schmid's the answer?
So that's another one of my 5 points. I predict Schmid's going to take over as a starter by Christmas time. That being said, well, yes, there is that shot of a doubt in my mind. Obviously Schmid, small sample size, is not proven. But I mean, what I saw in the playoffs was unbelievable. This guy comes in the pressure situation, MSG down 2-0 in the series. And this guy was so calm, cool, and collected. Just settled the team down. Didn't give up rebounds. Big bodied guy. It just, from what I saw, I really liked it. He's really young still. I think he's the future of their goaltending. But of course, small sample size, I do think that is a bit of a question mark. It's far from a sure thing.
You still got 4 more predictions, right?
Oh, I got 3 more. So that was 2 of them. And the other one, I think, today's guest on our show, Nico Hischier, I think he wins the Selke Trophy. First Devil since John Madden in 2001 to win the Selke. I think with Bergeron gone now, it opens up the door for him. This guy's an unbelievable 2-way player, as you guys know. So I think he wins the Selke. Number 4, Luke Hughes. I think he's a Calder finalist. I think barring injury, Bedard's a lock to get it. Bedard, Fantilli, and Hughes, I think, are the 3 that are going to be nominated. So I think Hughes has a massive year. And with all that being said, my 5th prediction, I do think there is a regression in the regular season for them. I do think they have a slightly worse regular season than they did last year. Just, losing Severson and Graves, that's a lot of experience on the back end. Kevin Ball is going to fill the role of Graves of kind of eating pops for breakfast. And then Luke Hughes is going to step in for Severson for a little bit of offense. But there's going to be growing pains. So I think, that's going to hurt them a little bit. But my prediction is they finish 2nd in the Metro again to Carolina.
I'm just curious, Pasha, what are they saying as camp begins about Nemec? Because you got Luke Hughes, this absolute stud. I think he was 4th overall. And then you obviously got Dougie Hamilton signed to a long-term deal. Tommy Fitzgerald with an absolute steal job of John Marino. But then the fact that they still have the second overall pick 2 years ago, that isn't even really on the roster, in the plans to be in the opening night roster, but could he come up throughout the season and make an impact? Like, why is Hughes guaranteed on the team and he isn't?
I just think the flashes that Hughes showed last year kind of showed that, all right, like we threw this guy in the fire in the playoffs and he's ready to perform. I think Nemitz didn't have the best camp last year, so that kind of hurt him. I would say, yeah, there's 2 wild cards this year, and it's Nemitz and Holtz. Nemitz, yeah, I think I would lean towards he makes the team. I think they're going to give him every chance to make it, but I think it's far from a lock. You know, he's a right-handed guy. I think he'll get in with relatively sheltered minutes, so I think he's, I'd say there's a good chance he makes the team, but I also wouldn't be shocked if they season him a bit more. And Alex Holtz, it's obviously super early, but every indication from the first couple of days of camp is this guy is a lot faster of a skater this year.
Okay,
he trained he trained with Brad's skating coach.
He looked a little bit rough and out of place last year in the games he got.
Yeah, I remember that game. I remember the game we went to against Chicago in Jersey where first team said, like, this guy's boots are not there. They're not there. That was the knock on him. So he trained with Brad's skating coach all summer in Sweden, and everyone's saying he looks a lot faster. So if he can come in and slot in a top 9, maybe even a top 6 role, with the addition of Toffoli and all those guys, because I think these Devils give your team the run for the money for deepest top 9 in the league.
Oh, and Timo Meier, I wouldn't say like knocked the socks off all of us last year when coming over. You think he gels in a little bit more this season? Like, where do you see his numbers at?
Absolutely. I think he gets 40 goals again, right around 40 goals. This guy's just a big body power forward. I think he's the exact kind of player they need. Again, obviously numbers speak louder than everything, but I mean, watching him play last year, the guy was dominating the game. I know the numbers weren't there, but he was crushing guys, generating chances. I think now that he has a chance to settle in, get used to the new environment, I'm expecting him to go back to what he's been, as kind of perennial 35, 40 goal scorer.
I think that Toffoli pickup is one of the sneakiest pickups of the offseason. Just a natural goal scorer. He kind of went away for a couple years in LA when they were struggling right after Rob Blake took over and they went through their dog days, but he is back to fucking putting the puck in the back of net. I want to say he was Calgary's leading scorer last year. He might have even had 40. So they add him to the mix, which probably helps Holtz out on that right side to kind of develop and get to learn from the wily veteran.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the Devils, for all the skill players they have, they don't really have a lot of pure snipers. Toffoli's that right-handed shot sniper guy that can finish on the power play. Their power play wasn't great last year for kind of all the skill they have. So I think he's going to make a big impact on the power play. RN, you always give me a hard time because when the trade broke, I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. That's because my first thought.
You dogged him. You dogged him right away.
No. I didn't dog him. I said, I'm not sure how I feel about the trade. I have to think about it because the first thought was foot speed. Devils are the fastest team in the league. Toffoli's not the fastest player. But he's a smart guy who uses his smarts to get in positions to use a shot better. And I think, like I said, power play is going to be a huge factor. I'm not so sure he's going to have huge 5-on-5 numbers, but I do like the trade now that I've kind of digested a bit already. So back off on that.
Well, in fairness, you had no idea he had 30 goals. You're like, holy shit, I didn't know he had 30.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't done my homework on Toffoli. That is true.
A cup-winning veteran with tons of experience. And I guess they're talking extension for Lindy as well, Fitzy mentioned. Have you heard that one yet, Plash?
Yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot. I guess he had an option on his last contract that he kind of exercised without anyone knowing. So he was kind of in limbo. But yeah, Fitzy said yesterday, I think, that they're working on an extension. I think that's great. I mean, he's done a great job. He lets the guys kind of just do their thing offensively. And obviously, whatever's going on is working. So I like that.
And Pasha, I want to get the bets here before the season starts officially. What's the one with Biz and what's the one with Witt?
Okay, so as of right now, last year they didn't make the Eastern Conference Finals. If they don't make it this year, I don't have to get a tattoo of the New Jersey Devils mascot on my ass. But you have to play along too if I'm going to go through with this.
No, we agreed. We agreed. My side of it was that if the Devils lost that Devils-Rangers series, I would have to go into Patrick Kane jersey to MSG in round 2.
Okay, but we have to carry one over for this year. So I'll give you one of two options. You start an OnlyFans and the Devil's mascot has to fist fuck you in the ass for our fan base to purchase. You can make a little bit of money. You can make a little bit of money, and or
that's outrageous.
Gentle.
From the minute they get eliminated to the end of the Stanley Cup Finals, you have to wear your hair like alfalfa. You have to part it in the middle, and you have to put the little.
Those are outrageous.
What do you mean? That's not even
Pasha, let me help you out here. Biz is an idiot for making this bet. he's now trying to make you do something that you never agreed to when
Put
the
your
bet was
fucking
made.
balls on the line.
Correct.
What do you mean? I'm
What are
putting
you
my
talking
fucking
about?
balls on the
No,
line.
buddy, you put your balls on the line because you thought they were so bad. You thought there was absolutely no chance it would ever happen.
And that was
they're
out of
good,
nowhere.
And you want to have him have to do something.
And that was out of nowhere.
Well, you
I'm
have
on
to
business side
entertain our
here.
fucking fans. Do something.
I will continue your fans.
Other than
getting,
stroke off your fucking boy Jack Hughes, fucking do something.
Getting fisted by the mascot's outrageous. That's not the same plan as getting
Well, I
tattooed.
bet
And
you'd
second
like
of
that,
all,
you sick fuck.
second
I
of all,
remember when
after
we
they
made
get
the
a
bet, though, Pasha, I remember when we made the bet, you agreed that you would do something. It wasn't like Biz is just throwing this clause in there. Like you did say, I will do something. We just have to think
I
of
agree.
it.
And then last year we said if the Devils lose to the Rangers, I have to go with Patrick Kane's jersey
So
MSG.
what's the bet this year?
I'm down absolutely, but I'm not getting fisted by the mascot. And the second thing, listen, I don't think the Devils are going to win the cup this year. So that's like a guarantee that for X amount of time I'm going to wear my hair like that. Fuck that. Like the odds there are skewed. That's like, I'm guaranteed to have to do that. Whereas yours, there's a good chance you're not going to have to get a tattoo. So we can talk about this.
How about this? It'll be a progression. If they don't make playoffs, you get fisted in the ass by the mascot. If they get beat out in the first round, you have to wear your hair like alfalfa. And then if they get bounced in the second round, it could be something innocent. But if they don't make playoffs, Pasha, and they regress that much, you should be taking the mascot's fist in your ass.
No, he
You
should do. If they don't make the playoffs, he gets Biz Nasty tattooed on his ass.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then
I'm
if
not
they
getting
lose,
fisted. I'm not
He
getting
wants
fisted
that.
by the fucking
and then,
mascot.
you
bitch.
think
That's
he wants
outrageous.
that? He's your buddy. He's your butt buddy. And by the way, if the regression could also mean they lose in the first round. If they lose in the first round, it shouldn't be as bad as missing the playoffs. But yeah, there should be something there. But the
I
whole
agree.
getting fisted on OnlyFans is a tad aggressive.
What about Peter Mansbiz?
If they
Shave
lose in
your
the
head,
first
Pasha.
round, Peter
Shave your
Mansbis.
head.
No, dude, because that's so outrageous. Because when you made the bet, it was a long shot for the Devils to make the conference finals. If the Devils lose in the first round, there's a very good chance that happens.
I got one. He should have to, if they lose for so Pasha, you're in agreement. If something happens and they miss the playoffs, you get the in cursive Biz Nasty on your ass cheek. Okay.
Yeah.
And if they lose first round, you have to get your eyebrow pierced and wear a Rangers logo in the eyebrow till playoffs end.
No, of the team who eliminates them. Of the team who eliminates them. Or does he want the Rangers?
Either or, whatever
Rangers,
you want.
Okay,
Rangers,
so it's
Rangers
more
ain't
about the
making
eyebrow
playoffs.
piercing for whatever it would be 2 months after the first round ends.
Yeah.
All right.
If they get eliminated in the first round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we can all agree they're making playoffs. I got them making playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, a round of applause too for Pasha. That's a great breakdown, and I love the 5 notes there. Oh, round of applause.
Thank you.
They are
Thank
an
you.
amazing team. I can't believe I'm saying it this quick, but after last year and seeing how fast they are and seeing Jack Hughes, the worst decision of my life, making that bet.
Yes.
They are an incredible club.
Did you explain the financial bet? I think everybody who listens knows it.
Yeah,
it's
my
100 points.
my bet was I don't even know why I made this because I really like Jack Hughes. I think he's unreal. I think you pissed me off so much talking about him that I don't know what I was thinking. I said
We were
if
in
he got
dinner in Buffalo, shit-faced after the sandbagger. We were just
Okay, so that
arguing about the
explains
Devils.
it. I said if he doesn't get 100 points or more in the next 3 seasons, that I owe Pasha $3,000, and if he doesn't do it, he owes me $3,000. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is, the only thing that could stop him from getting 100 points in this year or next year is if he were to get injured. I do not want that to happen. I'm making that abundantly clear.
Knock on the Pink Whitney Wood sign there.
And he finished last year with 99 fucking points. And you can't make this shit up.
I met him, and he's a great kid, and he's an incredible player to watch. So it's like the worst. I tried buying out of it. And scumbag Pasha over there wouldn't let me. So it is what it is.
I got a proposition. Would you guys consider upping the ante where if it was 108 points, but the bet doubled? Would you consider that, Whit? 108 points, but if he gets it, you owe him $6,000?
And if he doesn't, I lose the bet?
No, maybe we could work out a different way the other way, but
no, because I like the Devils and I like Hughes, so I'm already it would just create more rooting against him.
Sure.
I don't want it.
He would be the first Devil in history to reach 100 points. Isn't he the
Correct.
highest scoring season, the single season highest scoring Devil of all time already at his young age?
The last week of the season there, he beat Patrick Elias, who had 96, I believe, and then fizzled out a little bit. He got hurt for 4 games. He really killed his mojo there, and he was buzzing. And then in overtime of the 82nd game of the regular season, got an apple just to put it on 99, right on the edge there.
Who knew how to keep those stats down, Biz, back in the day?
Final offer before we move on to our next team, Pasha. Can I pay you $1,000 right now and have this bet
Absolutely
be over?
not.
You're
you
the
wish.
biggest piece
you
of
wish.
shit.
Wow.
You wish.
1,500.
You wish. Nope.
Wow.
1,700 final offer.
2,900 final offer.
Fuck you, Pasha. Get this guy off my
Get
screen.
the fuck
dude.
off the screen, you pigeon.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Always
Yeah,
good to
love
see
ya.
it, bud. Biz, I'd be shocked if 80% of our audience even knows who Alfalfa is in this day and age. I mean, obviously, this crew does.
Well, we could put a picture up on the screen for
Well,
everybody.
that's the same.
in
That's the
edit.
same percentage of people that are going to find out that I mentioned Drysdale and Zegras for Darlene that lost their mind. So in the end, I'm like -7 this episode.